Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Chivera here as always and as usual. Guys, I am excited about a lot of things about this vlog, about just life. I mean, I am grateful I am alive and I have you guys on my channel. Like, I drop videos and you guys engage on it. Thank you. Or you guys engage with it, right? Thank you very much for that. I appreciate. I am so like I feel good. And another reason why I feel good is that there is this video I watched here on YouTube about forgiveness and all that. So if you're struggling with forgiveness or letting go and all that, I would really recommend that you check out this channel. So guys, I'll be dropping the link in the description box below. Check it out. It's a Christian channel actually, so if you're looking for help, for spiritual help, and if you're struggling spiritually or you just need an extra vibe to your Christian life, please check out this channel. And it has a whole lot of things to it, things that are relatable, things you can actually practice, and things that's going to make you a better person. Now, like you've already seen from the title of this video, I'll be sharing with you guys the top 10 best neighborhoods to live in Enugu. This is because after I shared the cost of living here in Enugu, a lot of you guys sent me mails, DMs and all that, asking me where is the best place to relocate to in Enugu. Like, if I'm coming into Enugu, where do you think is the best place I could go to? So I just did like a compilation with the help of a friend I met on Twitter, Oyibo Ubo. He's a tour guide and he's a convener of the biggest hikers group here in Enugu. Yes, we also hike here in Enugu. So he helped me with the list. But as usual, I'm going to present it to you guys and tell you everything I know about this place. And I must warn you, however, while I'm giving out this list, you should also know that each of these neighborhoods have their own peculiarities. You just have to know that none of these neighborhoods have it all figured out. So just like human beings, we all have our flaws and our strengths, our weaknesses and all that. So I'm just going to tell you, and it is my hope that after this video you're going to make an informed decision on the best place to live in Enugu, depending on your budget, your lifestyle, and what you hope to get out of where you live. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so in no particular order except for the fact that this first neighborhood I'm going to call is the first if you are going by the alphabetical order, right? So I'm talking about Achara Layout. Achara Layout is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Enugu, and the cost of living in Achara Layout is moderate. You wouldn't spend a lot of money depending on what your budget is. Rent here usually go from 250,000 per annum to 500 to 600,000 per annum. I'm talking about 3-bedroom flats. Houses here are usually built in blocks of flats, so you can get to see two-story building, 3-story building, or 4-story building, depending on the landlord's choice and perhaps his greed. I don't know if it's greed or choice, but depending on what the landlord wants. And their main source of water here is usually well, and sometimes water from the tap from the water corporation or from water corporation. Another perk of Achara Layout is their good road network. Most roads in Achara Layout are tarred. They're linked to one another. Like, you might get lost if you don't know your way around Achara, because from here you get up to this place, from this place you get up to that place. They have about 16 hours of power supply here in Achara Layout, and they live a communal life here. You can literally allow your neighbors in the same compound to raise your kids depending on your relationship with them and all that. There are a lot of schools here, lots of churches. You can raise your children here, attending this church, attending the church's school. So Charlotte is just a good neighborhood to probably raise your children, because it's quite cool and it's quite cool and secure. And talking about the nightlife here, Charlotte has a decent nightlife. They don't stay out too long, especially in their neighborhood, but you get to find a lot of bars and joints here where you can come home, chill before you move to your flat. So basically that is all for Achara. So if you're looking for a decent place, not so expensive, groceries are quite affordable, and you can enjoy light, enjoy water, have good roads to your compound, Achara could be a place to look at. Now, moving away from Achara, the next place is Asata. Asata is also one of the oldest neighborhoods in Enugu, and it is also one of the most diverse suburbs here in Enugu. This is because Asata plays host to almost all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. When you get to Asata, you find the Hausa community, you also find the Yoruba community, you also find the Igbo community and other tribes, other minor tribes community and all that. So it's more like a home for all. You're welcome, no matter whom you are, no matter your color, your tribe, what language you speak, you're welcome here in Asata. And the cost of living here in Asata is not so expensive. Reason being that most of the buildings you find here are usually bungalows and one-story buildings at most and all that. So, and these buildings sometimes are usually shared in rooms. So this is where you get one bedroom apartment, or what a lot of people call face me I face you and all that. So as a result of that, rent is usually not on the high side in this place. Then cost of grocery is not so expensive here because of the kind of people that live here. Students also live in this place, so cost of grocery is not so expensive, so you can comfortably live there because the place is quite secured and people look out for each other in this neighborhood. Asata also plays home to the National Stadium. I'm talking about the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. Also, Eastern Shop has its home at Asata. Eastern Shop is one of the oldest departmental stores in Enugu. It is somewhere along Asata Road. So now moving away from Asata, the next neighborhood would be MNM. According to my friend Oyibo, he said that MNM is the silent heartbeat of Enugu. This place is an industrial and a residential area, but originally MNA started off as an industrial layout. That is because you have a lot of companies there. This is where there are Eminite, Anamco, even the international airport and all that. But recently, a lot of people started moving into this place to build themselves homes. So MNA is now an industrial slash residential area. And some of the companies there have packed up, like Anamco and some other big Eastern companies that I'm praying that they all come back and develop our Enugu for better and for good. The cost of living in MNA is quite varied. There are some parts of MNA you go to, cost of living there is quite low because of kind of either the houses you find there, the socioeconomic status of the people living there, and you know, a whole lot of things. Meanwhile, if you move to other parts of MNA, the cost of living there would be high because of the kind of people living there and their socioeconomic status. So it is a mix, like it's a variety. So it depends on whom you are, what your budget is, and what you're looking to get out of MNA. Most buildings in MNA are usually private homes, that is duplexes or flats that do not exceed one-story building, especially if you live closer to the airport. So that is the plan. But if you live further from the airport, you can go as high as two-story buildings. So that is what you get along MNA neighborhood. So now moving away from MNA is Maryland. Maryland is one of the fastest developing neighborhoods in Enugu. This is because years back, when you get to Maryland, it's just an empty piece of land. Nothing is growing there. In fact, bushes as well. I know a couple of people back in the day that bought lands there that are currently enjoying, because lands are quite expensive in Maryland currently, and as a result, new houses are also expensive to rent there. So when you talk about cost of living in Maryland, I'd like to say that Maryland is actually quite expensive. That is as a result of a good number of students living there. Maryland, before it became what it is now, served as a home to students, especially students of IMT. I'm talking about the Institute of Management and Technology, that is Enugu State Polytechnic. So a lot of students lived there. Even students that went to University of Nigeria Enugu campus, that is UNEC. So students lived there, and as a result, I think because of those students there, they influenced the prices of things there. And I don't know the reason why this happens. Wherever there is a large cluster of students in Nigeria, things tend to be expensive there, because I feel everybody assumes that students are rich. You know, they take from their mom, take from their dad, take from their uncles and all that, and they don't even price things. So that is for number one, the cost of grocery in Maryland is expensive. Then rent, because of how Maryland developed, some areas still belong to people you can refer to as the low income earners, and these places are not so developed. Then there are other newer places being developed. So whatever your budget is, Maryland can actually suit you rent wise. Now talking about the electricity is quite good over there at Maryland, but recently I read a couple of tweets suggesting that they are having some epileptic power supply and all that, but I hope it's something that will be fixed ASAP and everything comes back to normal. Now, talking about road network, Maryland has quite a good road network, but most of the roads there are not good. If you should drive through Maryland, your car gonna suffer, especially now in the rainy season. They are in a dire need of tarred roads. You can see a lot of road network connecting, joining, but for that tarred road, it is quite rare to see. And Maryland is somewhere that's in a hilly or a rocky place, so it's gonna hurt your car. That's just the truth. But if it's something you can manage, you're welcome to live at Maryland. So guys, now moving away from Maryland, the next place we'll be talking about is Ogui New Layout. This neighborhood can be referred to as the educational hub of Enugu. This is as a result of the presence of lots of schools along this neighborhood. On a particular road from end to stop, you find schools. On this road, you find University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, that is UNEC. You find WTC, you find Urban Girls, you also find Metropolitan Girls, you find Queen's College. There's another school down there that I can't recall its name right now. And if you should move further down, you also find IMT. So you can see there are lots of educational activities going down here. And also along this place, this is where you find the French Village. Something I call the French Village, but it is somewhere you go to study international languages here in Enugu. So all in Ogui Road, Ogui New Layout. And apart from the fact that it serves as educational hub, it also serves as a residential home to a lot of people, and the cost of living in this place is not high. That is as a result of the kind of buildings you'll find here. Here in Ogui New Layout, you'll find buildings such as the bungalows I talked about, you'll find in Asata. You also find a-story buildings here, and these story buildings are most times converted to face me I face you buildings. So people that usually live here are civil servants, low-income traders, students, lots of students because of these schools, and any other person can live here. And the place has adequate amount supply of water, electricity, and there is security here in Ogui New Layout. Now, moving away from Ogui New Layout, the next place to talk about is Zik Avenue. Zik Avenue is along Owan axis, and this avenue is a residential avenue and is also a commercial hub. This is because a lot of car dealers tend to position themselves here. So when you pass Zik Avenue, you are most likely to find a lot of car dealer shops, aluminium dealers, a range of businesses happen along this road. But aside from these commercial activities that go on in here, the people also live here, and the cost of living here is quite low. That is because of the type of buildings here. Zik Avenue is actually an old neighborhood. It has these ancient buildings, kind of structures here, and grocery shopping. Their market is Kenyatta Market or the Obeteme Market. I'm not sure there is a Zik Avenue market around here. So if you're planning to live here, you're certainly going to not go far away to buy the basic things you need. And that is that about Zik Avenue. Now, moving away from Zik Avenue, the next neighborhood we're talking about is Trans Ekulu. If you recall from my last cost of living vlog here, I classified Trans Ekulu under Zone A. Now, talking about the cost of living, but before we move into the cost of living, Trans Ekulu is actually a bougie, calm place to live here because, the most houses you find here tend to be individual duplexes, so everybody live an individualistic life, high fences, people minding their businesses and all of that, unlike what you get in Asata, Achara Layout, or even MNA, some parts of MNA. Now, talking about cost of living, Trans Ekulu is actually on the high side when it comes to cost of living. The rents are not so low because of the kind of buildings you find there. You also get to find flats there, but they are usually a block of maybe 4 flats or at most 5 flats. Trans Ekulu has quite a good road network. Some of the roads are tarred, some are not tarred. Water seems to be an issue for the people living here. A lot of people depend solely on buying water from tankers. Then lighting seems to be an issue of late to people living in Trans Ekulu. I don't know the reason why, but I hope it gets rectified. And the people here living here seem not to care because they are all like in the high class, middle class, socioeconomic status. So even if there is no light, they depend on their generators and all that. So there are churches here, there are schools here. They are quite close to some of the to markets. and they're also close to the mall. And another thing about Transekulu is that Transekulu has this sort of solo entrance from the other part of the town. So at the peak hours of the day, they tend to experience traffic, but it's not as crazy as something you get in Lagos. That is one thing I'm sure of. So early in the morning, the Transekulu flyover is going to be an issue for you. Late at night, that same place is also going to be an issue for you. Now, if you're trying to come in through the 82 division, that place sometimes is also crazy. So that is just the issue about Transekulu. But it's a nice place, serene, calm, secure, have fun, and live your life. Now, moving away from Transekulu, the next place we'll be talking about is New Haven. New Haven is a mixed neighborhood. You will find the low class income people here, you also find the middle class income people here, and you also find the high income people here. But one thing New Haven is notable for, it is home to commercial activities. There are a lot of boutiques along New Haven. There are a lot of shops, very expensive shops along New Haven. Now, cost of living in New Haven is quite high because of reasons I don't know. If you're buying something for 500 naira in a regular market, when you get to New Haven market, it's going to be like 800 or 1000 naira. I don't know the reason for that, but New Haven tends to pride itself as the center of everything in Enugu. So center of activities, entertainment, whatever kind of thing is found in New Haven. So New Haven is actually a cool place to raise your kids. It has good road network. That is one thing I will give to New Haven. Most of the roads are tarred. It has old and new buildings as usual, and you know, everything is just nice and cool there. Cost of living, like I said, is quite high if you're looking to move into New Haven. And some parts of New Haven have adequate water supply, so water may not really be your issue if you're trying to move into New Haven. Now, moving away from New Haven, we'll be talking about GRA. GRA is like the grandpa of all the neighborhoods in Enugu, because this is where it all started, from the government house to all other places. And just like you know, GRA is home to the high class people, and especially now that development is also coming back again to this place. It's not that it wasn't developed, but you tend to find these old ancient type of buildings there. But right now, some of these houses are being demolished and replaced with more modern things and all that. So the price is always on the top. If you're talking about real estate there, it's number one. If you're talking about cost of rent, living and all that, it is number one, depending on what you are looking for. Some of the perks of living in GRA include adequate water supply, adequate light supply, good road network. Most of the roads in GRA are all tarred. You get to mind your business because they live highly individualistic lives, because your neighbor might be the boss of EFCC or immigration commandant or former deputy governor and all that. So everybody minds their business, drives their car, and you know, live a good life. So that is what we find in GRA. Now, moving away from GRA, the last but not the least will be Independence Layout. Independence Layout, it plays home to lots of wealthy people. I'm talking about politicians, and yeah, talking about that, in my last vlog I referred to politicians as wealthy people. So someone wrote that politicians ought not to be among the wealthiest people in a state or in a community and all that, but given the corruption level in Nigeria, they are what they are. So I don't know if you agree to that school of thought, but this is what is obtainable. These are the guys that move money. These are the guys that can afford to have the best things of life and all that. So Independence Layout houses a lot of them. The business guys, the OK Malays, Onyes and Achinkos, and all that. You know, all those my Igbo brothers in China and Malaysia that are bringing in money in bags. They live in Independence Layout. Formerly, Independence Layout is usually home to administrative buildings such as ministries, secretariats sometimes, and you know, a whole lot of government things going on there. But right now it houses these guys. It serves as a residential hub and administrative hub, and most interestingly, as a nightlife headquarters. There are lots of clubs in Independence Layout, lots of private but coded lounges and hangout spots, lots of hotels here. So if you're living here, chances are that you might be living close to a hotel. Cost of living here is expensive, so get ready if you're planning to move into Independence Layout, because of the cost of rent, cost of groceries, and all that. So some of the perks of living in Independence Layout include adequate supply of power. They usually have light. Water seem not to be the problem there. A lot of them depend heavily on buying from tankers, while others find their way around it. Then they have good road networks. Most of their roads are tarred, I'll give them that. There is security, and everything is good there. People are individualistic, high fences, tall fences, minding their businesses, living their bougie ass life and all that. So guys, that is where we draw the curtain for today's vlog, and I hope you found this very helpful. If you have more questions or inquiries, please drop it as comments in the comment section, or you can write me, but I would like if you write it as a comment in the comment section so that others can pick from it and learn one or two things. And so let me summarize. Let me do a run through again of the top 10 best neighborhoods to live in Enugu: Achara Layout, Asata, MNA, Oguinu Layout, Zik Avenue, Maryland, GRA, Trans-Ekulu, New Haven, and Independence Layout. So like I said before, most of these places, all of these places do not have everything figured out. Some things that are better here will be worse there, like electricity and water is quite good in Achara Layout, but if you're not a communal kind of person, you might find it difficult living there. Not like you can't mind your business, you can, but you know, Trans-Ekulu or Independence Layout is somewhere that could favor you. And you know, so what is here could be there, and what is there could not be there. And until I come your way next time, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video, like it, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.